I've been reading y'all's comments from the Candace video, and I need to talk about something because a lot of you are saying the same thing just in different ways. You're exhausted, you're seeing things that don't add up, and you feel like you're losing it because nobody seems to see what you see. And then someone tells you just to calm down, to stop being so negative, to stop reading into things, but you can't. Something in your gut says this isn't right. You just don't have the words for it yet. Let me ask you something. Have you noticed how sick everyone is? How tired, how broke, not just physically sick, spiritually ill, mentally drained, financially destroyed. And when you ask why, people just shrug and say that it's just life. But it's not. God says in Hosea, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." That's not a lack of effort. It's not a lack of faith. It's a lack of knowledge. They don't know what's being done to them. They don't know why they're suffering. They just accept it as normal. And I'm telling you right now, none of this is normal. The food is poisoning us. The entertainment is numbing us and keeping us distracted from our actual purpose. The debt is enslaving us, and the comfort is the slowest killer of all. And you're being told it's all fine, that you're blessed, that you should be grateful. Meanwhile, your children can't focus. Your body's breaking down at 35. You're working harder than your parents ever did, and you can't afford what they had. And when you say something's wrong, they tell you you're ungrateful or conspiracy minded or need to pray more. But here's what nobody is saying clearly. You're being preyed upon systematically, intentionally, and the reason I made that video about Candace wasn't because I agree with everything she's ever said. I don't even agree with everything my wife has ever said. It's because she's one of the very few people willing to say out loud what millions of people are thinking. She does ask hard questions. She digs. She refuses to accept the official story when it doesn't make sense, and for that, they might actually harm her. Think about that. A journalist asking questions. Someone brought up a point. If she was lying, why would someone be trying to harm her? And that's the pattern, isn't it? You wouldn't silence people who are wrong. You would silence people who are loud and right. And here's something that someone hit on in the comments that I want to address. It's not comfortable, but someone has to say it. How many times have we as Christians watched evil happen and just made excuses for it? Justified it, spiritualized it. God's in control. We shouldn't judge. That's not our battle. And meanwhile, the weak are being devoured, the innocent are being destroyed. And we're sitting in our churches talking about how blessed we are. That's not Christianity. Jesus didn't say be nice and don't make waves. He flipped tables. He called out hypocrisy, and he warned people about wolves in sheep's clothing. He told us to be wise as serpents, and yet we've been trained to be soft, passive, compliant, to accept whatever we're told as long as the person saying it has the right credentials or the right title or the right platform. But people are waking up. They're starting to see the wolves. They're starting to recognize the patterns. And it is isolating because most people around you have no clue. Someone said we're in the days of Noah, that hearts have grown cold, and I think they're right. But here's what people forget about Noah. He didn't just survive, he built. While everyone else was partying and mocking and living like nothing was wrong, Noah was preparing. And that's what I'm asking you to do. Not panic, not rage. Build your discernment. Build your knowledge. Build your voice. Build your community with others who see what you see. Because people who are awake right now are not crazy. Well, not all of them. They're not paranoid. They're not living in fear. They're just refusing to be lied to anymore. And that's exactly where I am. I don't care what the world thinks about me. I don't care if I get labeled a conspiracy theorist or a troublemaker or whatever else people want to call someone who asks questions. I care about truth. I care about following Christ no matter what it costs. I care about people being destroyed because nobody will tell them what's really happening. I care about the kids growing up in a system designed to keep them weak, sick, and dependent, and I'm done being quiet about it. If you're here because something in the first video resonated, it's because you feel the same way. You're tired of watching people suffer while everyone pretends everything's fine. You're tired of being told to shut up and trust the experts. You're tired of feeling alone in what you see. You're not alone. There are millions of us. We're just scattered. We're just quiet, but we are waking up. And once enough of us wake up and start speaking, everything changes. That's why I produce content. It's not about the money. It's not about building a brand. It's about gathering people who want to actually live in the freedom and truth God promises, to study scripture without the religious noise that keeps you from actually knowing your Father, to not only recognize the enemy's tactics, but to also call them out, to help each other see clearly and to speak boldly. I just built a community page and it's still being set up, but I want you there. The link's in my bio. It's free. It's called Follow the Way. And if you join, here's what you'll find. People who think like you, who see what you see, who refuse to accept lies anymore. I'm praying for you that you have the courage to see clearly and speak boldly. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.